So good evening, everyone. Hello, hello. Thank you for being here with us. Welcome, everyone. My name is Tatiana, and I'm a travel agent, and I'm an owner of online travel business. Today's webinar is dedicated to the topic of growing social media accounts using the travel business account as an example, and it will be led by my good friend and partner, Elena Tibball, who is an expert in social media, and she recently also joined our team in the travel industry. You guys know these are her businesses, and in case you like her services, you need her services, talk to her about that. Thank you, Elena, for being ready to share your knowledge and expertise with us. And also I want to introduce Irina, who is probably going to join us a little later because baby has not fallen asleep yet. And we're going to have a case study based on her Instagram account as a main account for our review today. And I want to introduce Irina as well because she also recently joined our travel business. She has a great background in leadership and coaching with over 15 years of experience in investment banking and wealth management. She was also an affluent segment leader and vice president. So also thank you, Irina, for being an active participant in our case study today as well. And guys, everyone, make sure to stay until the very end because we're going to be sharing a very important and interesting information about the opportunities in the travel industry and all the tips and secrets how to become a travel agent in the United States. So now I'll hand it over to Elena.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to our meeting. So today's meeting, we decided to make it based on the travel account, but truly the tips that I will be sharing are applicable to any business Instagram account, to any business account that you want to develop on Instagram. So a little bit about me. In past, I was the owner of a commercial real estate company, and I've been doing it for 11 years. But with giving birth to my kids, I understood that I do not wish to travel so much anymore and constantly be trapped in a location, and it's just too much headache. So for the past year, I was studying how to grow any kind of business on social media. I took a lot of social media classes, both in Russian and English, and now everything is finally clear to me how to grow. And I know that it might not be visible yet on my both accounts, but in the same time, now I know how to grow it, and I'm doing my little steps, considering I have 2 kids, and I'm doing other business on the side. I'm willing to share whatever I learned in the most easily digestible way, so everybody could understand. So again, we're going to be working today based on the account of Irina, and I will share my screen with you guys. So, okay. So Irina has, okay, share.
Elena, maybe
yeah.
we can start from the general questions before she joins, because she just texted me that the baby has no signs of falling asleep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely. Let me then stop
Maybe you
sharing.
can, maybe you can even start from my account or general questions. Do you want me to repeat the
Yeah,
questions?
I remember that you had a couple questions. So why don't you start with your questions then, and then we will, because this is recording, so I could start doing my thing too.
Okay,
Even
perfect.
if the baby will not fall asleep.
So I think why don't we start with a question of another Irina, who's also in our team. I think she was asking how to make sure, what's the quickest and fastest and most effective way to get followers on your Instagram account? That was her first question.
The fastest way is really engage, and I was postponing it myself because I felt like I just need to at least get in my system that I need to post something every day, and I was really struggling with that. Even struggling with understanding of importance of social media for business. But when I finally accepted it in my head that no matter what business you're in, you have to be present, you have to get out of your comfort zone, and you have to make your business visible. So the fastest way is, besides you posting something every day, you need to engage with other followers. And by that, I mean, you need to, like how when I post my videos and videos for my clients, what I usually do is about 30 minutes before posting, I go on Instagram on my regular feed, and I like and I leave sincere comments. I share, I save content that other people sharing, and these are people who I follow. After I do that, let's say for like 15 minutes, I usually go to the people who follow on me, and I do like 10 minutes of engagement with them. After that, I go on the explore page and look at the reels that are, most of the time they are related to my niche, because I already trained my algorithm how to show me the content that is similar to my niche. And I engage with content of already successful content creators in my niche. What do I mean by that? I like the reels. I look at the comments and I engage with people in the comments, or I compliment and sincerely tell the content creator what did I like about the video, or maybe I ask a question like, oh, the sound is very clear on your video. How did you do that? For example, if it's related to my social media niche, or if it's travel related niche, I'm asking them like whatever is travel related question. So like the quickest way I see that it's working to get out of, like, a lot of times people when they start, they notice that they get into this, they call it 200 views jail. And that's happening because Instagram doesn't see you being active. So once you start engaging with people, I notice that within this hour that I'm actively doing that, I get more views on my own videos. So something like this, like, yes, it's like annoying that you have to spend 1 hour while you posting your reel, but this is how the freaking algorithm works. So like that's what we need to do to grow faster. And
Thank
again, like it should be sincere comments. Like I know that a lot of people just like to post a heart or like a smooch or like a fire. Like honestly, like it's hard to answer to these comments. Like you really would like you should really make a comment, preferably in a question form, so a person answers you. And like the more comments, the more the Instagram thinks, okay, this is interesting, I'll show it to more people.
Okay, so it has to be an engaging.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Thank you for answering this question. I just want to remind everyone that we are here for you guys all. So if you have any questions, please ask them. You can unmute yourself, you can ask a question, or you can write in the chat. And someone else is coming. Valentina is coming. The second question Irina had was, she said that she saw somewhere a recommendation where you can put something in the settings that once you publish the reel, only the followers can see that, and then you can change it so everyone else can see that. So how do we make? She said I was trying to find it again and I wasn't able to.
I saw myself that some people recommend that first non-followers will see it and then followers. I do not do it, to be honest. I think that sometimes I do post reels only in my reel tab. I do not post it on my main feed, like in Instagram. Let me show you a share screen. Just a second. So what do I mean by that? So like, see here, I'm on the posts and everything looks square, and that's your main feed. And if I go to the reels, you could share your reels only to the reel tab. So for example, sometimes I post too much of my, like, whatever is happening in my life, and it's not necessarily related to my niche, but for some reason it gets more views when I'm sharing something that is not necessarily related to my niche. And so I do not want when people, new followers, end up on my page, I do not want them to think that my account is all about just family or kids or something like that. So whatever is like, then I don't want my family posts to be available on my feed. I want to keep my feed more or less professional. So what I do then is I only post to the reel tab, let others see my reels. Maybe some moms get attracted and start following me from the mom's perspective. But on my feed, I want to keep it professional, so I don't post it in that feed. But I like, again, like it's not that necessary in my opinion. Like you should post both for followers and for non-followers. And also a very valuable tip is, before you Instagram will show your content to non-followers, you need to it needs to see that you are capable of engaging with engaging your followers. So what does it mean is, in the beginning, try to post more things that people who already follow you might like. So for example, I had in the beginning most of the people from my school from Belarus, and like they are curious, like what the heck is happening in my life. So like in the beginning, I posted strategically more of my family stuff, because then I see that they are engaging more. The followers engaging more, like they're curious, they ask me questions, like the conversations are starting. So algorithm is tracking all this stuff, and then it started to gradually, it's a process, it started gradually to show my profile to non-followers as well, because it saw some activity. And in the beginning, like I like before I started studying social media, I was just like a ghost account. I was just like watching what other people doing, but I was not doing anything myself. So like I needed to train the algorithm, and like truly what it takes to train algorithm, it's like it's going to take time. It's on average will take 3 months to train your algorithm to show your stuff to people that are in your target audience. And also you need to study who is your target audience. For example, Irina, that we will be making example today, she looks like she wants to be a luxury travel advisor, and also like to grow her business team. So like if that already shows that her target audience are people who are interested in luxury travel. So like that means that like her content will be a little bit different from, for example, my content. Even though we will be in the same travel business kind of niche, but her content might be slightly different because she wants to niche out within the niche to the more like a luxurious travel.
Mhm. Okay, thank you for answering this question. So another question I have to you, but I'm not sure if you'll be able to like show it to us. I would really like to see how it's done. I see some of the Instagram users, they use reel of someone else. I actually asked you about that. I said, how was she able to do this so well? And you said, oh, but see over there, you can see that she borrowed it from someone else, and it's all legal, by the way. And that other person could use their own picture or video. Like, for example, if I really like the reel and I want to use it on my account, but I want to make sure I personalized it in my way, so I can use that reel, put my picture or video kind of commenting on that, or
Correct.
just like,
Yes.
how do you make it happen? Because me on my own,
Okay.
I'm able to do it. Would you be able to actually show it to us?
So I will try to do it on the share screen. So what I do is I go to, let's say, some video that I like. So let me go to my saved. Everybody could see my account, right? My screen. Okay, so
Yes.
let's go to the saved. And posts. So what I do is, for example, I take a reel of some person, and then I click on the send button. I can't really do it on the computer. Like it's possible to do it on the phone. You copy, you instead of sending it, you copy the reel, whichever reel you like, and then you go to
But what is that button copy? Where is that thing copy? Is it
so maybe if I will show it to you on the phone. I hope that it's not going to be mirrored. Okay, so if you go to your saved, okay, could you could
yeah, we can
okay.
see.
So I will go to the saved. What's going on?
So you first need to go to the saved reel?
No, like
Oh,
whichever,
okay.
I'm just showing it
Okay,
on the
any
example of whichever reel I liked, right?
Okay.
So let's say I like this reel, right? I go to the share, and then there is a copy link.
Oh, okay.
So you
Okay.
copy this link, and then I will show you on my screen now. Then I add this link in this save as bot. It's a Telegram channel that you can sign up for free.
Oh, so you have to use an extra.
Yes, you have to use extra, and you add this link to, like you see on my screen, like some of the stuff that I was copying, right? And then from here, once it's downloaded in this bot, it's called bot. Then you click on the three buttons on top of the video on the right, and you will be able to save that video on your phone. And what it does is it removes the Instagram logo of that person, because like if you just attempt to save the video, it will have their name all over the screen, like jumping all over the screen. And Instagram doesn't like it. The algorithm thinks that you stole somebody's content. Instead of obviously they don't want you to just steal, like you just want to use pieces of somebody's reel, and most of the time, like you would even tell that this is taken from the reel of that person, for example, to like show your gratitude, for example. But you don't have to do that like that. So like Instagram doesn't like that logo of another person jumping all over the screen. It will not show it to a lot of people then. So using this bot allows you to save the video without any watermark on your phone. And then from there, you take it to CapCut. I use CapCut to edit my videos. And you could start, for example, your video with yourself and then add the video of another person to the rest of your reel.
Okay.
Yeah, and I will be providing the link to this bot in the PDF file that I will be sending to everyone.
Perfect. Thank you. So Masha is asking if that's considered to be stealing of intellectual property.
I remember that when you opened your Instagram account, because this account is fairly new that I'm developing now, they like, and also like on a lot of reels that you posting yourself, it's give you a little message that if you don't click on some kind of toggle there, that this reel is allowed to be shared by with others, and the others can take this reel and use it for themselves, whichever way they want within Instagram. So like on Instagram, the rules are a little bit different. It's not, some people can click a special toggle that they do not want anybody to use their reel to share, to let other people use their reels. And then I don't know, like if it's, maybe it's not even possible to send it then. I never encountered a problem with that, to be honest. Like they don't, like some people might mention it within the description of the reel, but I actually never came across this myself.
Thank you. Okay, and the last question I have about Instagram is I used not to have any notifications. Sorry, what is it? Okay. I used not to have any notifications, and only when I opened Instagram, I could see what was happening on my account, if there is some action over there, like no notifications. And I don't know what I clicked on my phone, or maybe my kids played with this. Now I have all the notifications on Instagram. And so I'm sorry. I was trying to like change it, and I'm afraid what if I go to the settings and change notifications? I'm afraid what if I'm not gonna see them at all?
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure, like from the
Is-
from top of my
if
head,
I go,
how to cancel that like over notification. I will need to speak on it, and maybe I'll send you a video like later how I do it.
okay,
A
okay,
recording
all
from
right.
my phone.
Okay, so I don't know, did you have a chance to look at my account before we go to the Irina's one and some
No,
recommendations?
not yet.
Yeah,
No.
that's
Let's
okay.
let's just
So
jump
let's
into
go.
Irina's account,
Yeah,
and whenever
let's
she
do
joins,
this.
she joins.
Yes, let's do this.
Okay. So let me share my screen again. Okay. Where is the Instagram? Okay. So Irina has two accounts. She has the account MeloBX. This is her personal account. And okay, and she chose not to use this account for her business. She wants to start a new account from scratch, which for me, this account looks very nice and already travel oriented. And I did leave you a voicemail that it's better to continue growing this account. As you could see, she already has the highlights of countries she visited, and it's pretty nice, interesting account to look at. And she already has 522 followers. So ideally, from bottom of my heart, I would grow this account because um, it's all about growing your personal brand nowadays on Instagram and TikTok, any social media. Because like down the road, if anything changes, if she wants to add anything else to her business, her followers already will be in love with her, and they will follow whatever she will be doing down the road, be it travel or be it selling something or whatever. So ideally, you want to grow your account as a personal brand. So from here, I'll show you the account that she is looking to grow, and it's called Luxury Destinations. I'm sorry. What did I click? Okay, so it's called Luxury Destinations to Travel. So as you could see, this account is brand spanking new, 50 followers. Her last post that was like a reel was done in 2023. So about this account, if you briefly look at the account, you may, and again, like I'm just saying it like without any feelings, just like transmitting information what I see from social media point of view. I hope I don't get Irina offended if anything. I'm just saying that like what I see. I clicked on all these videos, and what I noticed first, you see these black lines. So that's basically, it shows that she just took a bunch of beautiful pictures and made a video out of them. And when you look at it from the reel on your phone, it just looks a little bit messy because these black lines are jumping up and down. And like, let's see, for example, this video. Like it's basically a bunch of beautiful pictures, and all of the reels so far, they are very similar to this kind of style. And in Instagram, they call this kind of style a faceless account. Faceless account is like when Irina herself is not in these videos. And Irina, as you've seen in her regular account, is a beautiful mother and wife and personality and everything, but it's not shown in this account yet. And this is, in my opinion, should be the goal, to show your true self. And this helps people, like-minded people, to get connected to you and fall in love with your account. So I would keep these videos for now, but down the road, I would probably not delete them. I would archive them because Instagram doesn't like you to delete anything. It's better to archive the videos that are not serving the purpose. The next thing that I see from a glance is the picture. The main picture on the profile is not even Irina, because Irina is blonde and the girl here is clearly with black hair. So it's a little bit confusing, like that, like why to do that? Then it's very important on business accounts to have the first 3 videos pinned. And why is it important? Is because you want to tell your audience, to give them a nice reason why to follow you. When somebody lands on your page, they only have like 3 to 10 seconds maximum to understand, do they want to follow you? And so far, this is not even real. This is just a picture. And what this picture say, I am a home business owner. I book travel and help others become travel business owners. It's that simple. For me, this is a little bit, it's not, how do you call it? For me, this is a little bit incoherent because she's saying that she's a luxury destinations to travel. And in the same time, she says, I'm a home business owner, and that gives like a different vibe. Like I think that the vibe should match. Like home business owner, it's something like I imagine like me now, a mom that is working in the corner of the of the um, of the room, and like it's not like this luxury vibe that she's going for. So I would change this 3 pin. I would create first of all the 3 pinned reels, and the 3 pinned reels should be about number 1 is about her. Like when you introduced Irina, you could hear that she has a vast knowledge of business, and like you could tell that like whatever business she might go into, she will make it there because she has 15 years of experience in whatever like she was doing before travel. So like that alone already gives people understanding like, wow, if she was that and that successful in banking and this and that and that, and so like she could help me to be successful in my business, since she is going to teach people to do travel business. So the first
Validation, in other words, right?
validation, yes. And about me, it's also like to show her like from a personal side, like what does she do currently, if she's not banking anymore, or is she banking and she's combining these two professions. Like it's just sincerely curious for people who land on your page to hear who is she. The second pin, in my opinion, should be why is she doing what she's doing? Like why she decided to become a luxury travel advisor. And the third pin reel should be about how can she help the followers who land on your page. Maybe it will be about how she can help them to build their travel business. Maybe it will be about how she can book them unforgettable vacation. So like whatever business people are in, they need to understand that whoever lands on their page, they want to know who are they looking at to see if they can relate. They need to understand why is this person doing that business, and they need to understand how is this person can help them to fix whatever pain they have. Like in any kind of business, these three reels are necessary. From here on, let's jump. I'll share.
That is so good, Elena. I need to tell you, my goodness, I'm taking notes. Wow. We're going to have a recording, but this is just amazing. This is the first time I hear that. As a teacher, I remember that's how we needed to present the lesson. what, why, and how. And it's the same thing on Instagram.
Yes, yes, it's like think about Instagram, that it's like you're talking with real people. Like you want it to be real. You want people to feel you. And like why videos are so became so popular and they're not going anywhere is because people can sense you. They can sense, are you sincere or are you like an a-hole? And they can sense like, do they want to follow you or not, you know? Okay, so from here, I created this little guide. I will send this guide to Ira particularly, but then I will send all the participants, I will send them the different guide, like a little bit modified guide that will be applicable to any business, because I know that there are girlies here that they might be doing something else.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so about the brand, so luxury destinations to travel. I took this picture actually from Irina's regular account. So Irina is a travel advisor that focuses on luxury destinations. She also selling travel franchise, helping travelers to monetize their passion for travel. And that's what most of us here do. Okay, so first, as I discussed a little bit, is she needs to optimize her account. I know that she fixed her bio a little bit. But as you could see in her bio, see it says entrepreneur, and also see how it says this more here. Why is it doing that? Is because of this line entrepreneur. She can keep that she is entrepreneur, but she needs to hide this line, because then it will open an opportunity for a person who comes to her page to see the full bio without clicking on that more, because people are lazy. Nobody is looking to click on this more. And the last line in the bio is very important because it's a call to action, it's called, that leads a person to understand what the heck do they need to do to like get her service. Like her last line, call to action, should lead to the service that she's providing. And in my opinion, it should not be like in her case, she said, DM me to get started. And I don't think that this is a very effective line because people don't, they just landed a new follower, they don't know her, like why to DM. They want to maybe learn something on their own first. So what I do recommend is for her to create a link in bio, which is free. Like there are so many services. Linktree, I chose for myself to use Beacon. I forgot why. I think I researched that Beacons for some reason a little bit better. So yeah, as you can see on my profile, I also need to play with the words a little bit because I also don't want this more appear. Like I want my bio to be fully visible. So I need to reword something. It's only 150 characters you could use in bio, so it doesn't shrink your bio. So link in bio will lead them to discover like what are you doing. And people could choose what they want. For example, here I have links. If you want to learn more about travel, you can click on the guide. If you want to start your own travel business, if you understood you already, you could go to that link. If you want me to help you to book your travel for less, then you can click on this link. And if you want to subscribe to my email list, I will send you the current deals. Like we as travel agents, we get like crazy deals that are only last, let's say 2-3 days. So like my plan is to send my followers these crazy deals so they get a chance to book their trip even for less than like when we are searching. So I think that link in bio is very important. Okay, how do I get rid of this? Okay. So back to Irina's profile.
Elena, I just looked
Oh.
on mine and because I remember, I think this entrepreneur thing, it has to be, it's like an Instagram is telling you what to share. So it's not us writing it, it's what we share, which industry.
No, yes, you can be entrepreneur. You just don't need to show this line. Like I chose myself entrepreneur as well, but it's not visible. It's just clear for Instagram to whom to show my content. It helps
But
to
how
Instagram.
do you make it invisible? Because I wasn't able.
Yeah, I will send you maybe a link on that, like how to make it invisible, because like it's gonna take some time for me to like show my phone like this. It's
Okay.
inconvenient. Okay, so your bio is already looking better. Is just what I would do is instead of just DM to get me to get started, I would think about effective link that will help your followers to discover more why to like what to do with your page. And also in the PDF format, I will be sharing this chat GPT prompt that will help you to choose like it can create 15 Instagram bios that you could choose like whatever line you prefer. So people could just copy paste and use it for their own businesses. And I'm explaining here like the bold line is very important. The bold line is here to help people to discover you. A lot of us girlies, especially like if you are looking for a nail salon, if you are looking for a hair salon, like we don't go just to Google anymore. We go to Instagram and we search businesses on Instagram because we want to understand the vibe. We want to see what customers are going where. So like this bold line, she already fixed it. It looks pretty good. I wouldn't touch it, but for example, on her regular account, it just says Irina G, and that's it. And the bold line is it's very important. Like people will not Google put in search just your name. So people would search, for example, ways to like for passive income or like maybe travel tips. Like so, like if it's travel business, like put something travel related. If it's business, like put like business coach, for example, like she's teaching people how to get into travel business. Then it's good that she added business coach. The next thing we go, so like we discussed about the optimization of the bio. So the next thing is she does not have any highlights compared to her previous regular account. And highlights are very important because once people land on your account, they can understand you better by falling into your highlights. And the highlights of her sharing her travels are nice from her previous account. I'll show you what she has. And I recommend her to take these highlights and copy them to this new travel account because it's like a social proof that she does actually travel herself. She knows nice destinations. She's been there. She can really recommend. So these are nice highlights. But again, this is just related to her, it's just showcasing her travels. And we want to add some highlights about her business. So here is what I recommend. To create a highlight about me, to create a highlight, be it passive income, residual income, something about income since she's helping people to build a business. Current deals, again, this is related to travel business. For any other business, it's something that is more specific to the niche. Services, and then from that point on, she could continue sharing her highlights like Qatar, Dubai, whatever countries she visited. And also, what I do recommend is when you start any highlight, you don't want to just to like out of blue to bombard people with like with whatever you do, you want to always start it in a storytell format. What does it mean is that I will show you on my example how I started mine. So for example, about me. It's always good. Oh no, you cannot, my computer is a little bit strange. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what the heck is happening. So like, as you could see here, like about me, I start with, okay, maybe for example this one. Okay, so for example this one, start here, right? Because I on my account I am showing people the whole process of me building this business from scratch. So like people who will join in future, like once they see the success, they understand, okay, she really started from scratch, so I can do it too. So that was my goal, my thinking behind. So like, as you could see, like I start from a little tiny story that lasted probably like 3 to 5 seconds, and just 1 to 2 sentences about start here. So like for me, I'm starting that like I'm introvert and still like it's possible to grow in this business, because like a lot of people think that network marketing, you need to be like good at talking to a wall. Like you, Tanya, you could literally talk to a wall, and like I'm like, I admire this ability. Like I don't have this ability. I wish I could have it. So like I'm showing that like I'm introvert. I might be struggling, but like I will go through and you will see. And this is my path. So you want to start with storytell 1 2 sentences of, like for example, she would be talking about building business, but she's talking from a perspective of banking whatever vice president that is 15 years experience. So um, her about me will be totally different from mine or yours. Like you are a school teacher, you can start like by showing pictures of you from the past, for example, how you was like sleepless nights, weekends, you prepare at night for the next week, and like you barely see your own kids to teach somebody else's kid. Like you can show in this kind of highlights how people can relate to your points. Again, 1 2 sentences on each story. You always want, in talking stories, you always want to have captions on. And after that, like whatever you will be sharing in stories, you can just pin it to that highlights, whatever is related to certain highlights. I hope that I don't overwhelm you guys, but this is like a
This is
freaking
wonderful.
yeah.
Wonderful. We love it. I love it. I don't know if feedback, guys, come on, ask questions, give your feedback. I love
Yes.
it. No, it's easy and it's very informative.
Okay. So the next thing you want to do before you're like, after you posted these 3 pinned reels, you want to study your competition. And how do you study your competition? Whatever business you are in, you want to, I will show you on my account. For example, on my regular account, I'm a social media specialist, right? So I would go to the search button. Could you see my screen? I will
On your
stop
phone?
sharing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in here's Explore, I will click on the search and I will put the niche. Let's say social media tips. For travel, it would be travel, right? Or for travel business, it would be travel business. And then you go to the reels, to the right of the screen, you go to the reels, and you pay attention at all the reels that have millions of views. Like I truly pay attention myself at this point only at the reels that have over 1 million views. And what I do, for example, this guy, and then once I see that, like, okay, this is valuable information, I save this and I have a special folder for that. With my that, like, it could be like I used to save it only in the folder called business, but now I separated the folders in my saved folder, because I have content pillars. Like, for example, as travel business, it's a little bit different from a person who just travels and shares destination, because we share in passive income tips and this and that and that. So like we already have a bunch of content pillars that differentiate us from just regular travelers who like just sharing tips. Oh, you buy your tickets here, or you this is how you check in faster. Like ours is a little different because we're also teaching people on how to get passive income from travel, how to monetize your social media if you're already traveling a lot, how you can actually make money from it, how you could go to hotels cheaper, like how to like all these things, right? So like we can create our content pillars a little bit different from regular people who travel. So like in here I have I called my folders content pillar number 1, for example. For social media, for me, it's my content pillar number 1 is content creation tips. If a video is related to sales, then I will save it to my content pillar number 3, sales. So like I have my content pillars super clear in my head. So like, for example, when I research information on travel, I save whatever is related to income to a separate folder. Whatever is inspiration is related to destinations, I save it in a special folder. For example, for travel, I'm thinking for myself to create this series of most Instagrammable places to visit in upstate New York, because I'm living here. I'm curious to discover shit myself. I want to show it to the like others who might want to come and visit me here in a like be it my friends or like whoever wants to go upstate. If they don't want to go too far from Manhattan, like they will know where to go. They will know where it will be cute and like stuff like that. So like you could make your own like little niche in your hometown. Like even if you're a travel agent, in your hometown of most Instagrammable places to visit in that particular area. Okay, so where were we? We were at competition. So this is how you study competition. Okay, let me share my screen. How do I do that? Okay, here. Okay, so this is how you study competition. So you save all of these videos. Honestly, save 50. I recommend saving 50 to 100 videos of other content creators to really study the competition. So once you find a bunch of these videos that are over 1 million views, you save them to a special table. So wait. How to go viral? Why can't I click on this? Recognize text. Okay. Just a second, because it okay, I will have to open it in color because I made it like a link to the actual table where I would save it. Just a second. And again, I will send you the links to these tables so you could apply it for your own business. They will be blank. All you need to do is to copy these tables and make it your own and start adding these already popular reels in your niche, in your business to these tables. Like I take these tables from like all these endless courses that I was taking, and this is how other content creators do when they really want to succeed. Before they start posting their own stuff, they study other people's stuff. So this is how it looks like. So this is an example of my client who is a psychologist. So this is, okay. So competitor analysis. So you find yourself people within your niche who you like the most after you researched, and you analyze their video topics. You analyze how they start conversations in their reels. You analyze how many views do they get on average. So the psychologist that I was working on provided me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 10 links. I only analyzed 3 for sure because like I was doing her a favor. And again, I will send you this blank questions that will help you to understand like what you want to pay attention in competition for your areas. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, so after that, you also want to analyze what content pillars do they have. So in our case, we have, why is it not? Ah, because I'm not here. Okay. In our case, since Irina is doing traveling, I prepared for sure that similar girlies, our favorite English girlies that we follow ourselves, who are sharing similar business. So I like whatever accounts they're doing, she could go ahead and study them and see see what content pillars they're using. Like she will see that some of them are using, I don't understand why it's not showing. Sorry, technical difficulty. So 5 to 9 people they recommend. Okay, it's showing me the same crap. Why is it so? I don't know. Okay, I'll trick this thing. I really like account of this girl, for example. And like each person would be different. Like what connects a lot of these girls is that like they are all moms, they are all travel or business owners of travel business, and they're already successful. They're already over 6 figures. So like I gave her a list here of things that she could study on her own, and I'll share it with our travel team. For other people who are on the call, I'll share with them just like a blank thing that like, because it's not applicable for their niche. And so in each of these competitors, she needs to understand what are the 5 different topics they're talking about, because they're all talking about their different topics. Some of the girls are talking about travel tips, travel business, and for example, their house renovation. Some of the girls talking about travel business, travel tips, and for example, that they have 3 kids under 3. So like you find these 5 little sub niches within their accounts and make a list of them. And then you see for yourself what resonates with you, and you choose the 5 your favorites that you could apply to your account. So at the end, you will end up with 25 of subtopics that out of those 25, you choose 5 that resonates with you. And I also added here a ChatGPT prompt that will help you to find your own content pillars. So everybody will get access to this ChatGPT prompt when I send this PDF. Then you again, you want to analyze the video length of your competitors. You want to see on their accounts what videos have the most views and stuff like that. And all of this you want to put in a special table. I'll show you again on the account of my psychologist client. I didn't fill it up for her because that was our agreement that I will just send her this thing. So like here, you, okay, maybe I'll show it on my,
Elena, we see the same picture, the brands competition. I'm not sure if you're changing it.
so you don't see my screen?
We see your screen, but it says the brands competition. It feels like you're changing it already, but we still see that page.
Oh yeah, okay. Do you see now a different?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, so I want to show you, I'm on the wrong account, okay. I want to show you a little bit research that I started for myself. I'll show you on mine for social media account that I started on. I didn't start this for travel yet, but you could see that I went through 50 different kind of videos. I added real type, educational or entertainment, real format. Is it a B-roll? Is it montage? Is it a tutorial? So like you want to analyze all of these things. And as you could see, it has hooks. Hooks is the first 3 seconds of the video. And these are the first catchy phrase. And you want to write down this catchy phrase, because then when you look at your Instagram, it will be, you will look at it like a machine in terms of like, you will already detect, okay, this is a hook. Did it catch my attention? Yes, it did. Okay, maybe I can rephrase it a little bit, tweak it for me, for my niche. It doesn't have to be within your niche if some reel caught your attention, but you could remake it that it will fit your niche. And you, of course, you want to save the link to this reel that you liked. You want to post how many views it had, how many likes. In this way, you analyze these 50 reels and you understand what goes with your audience, like what your target audience already likes. And I'm not saying that you need to, like, you see this recreated. It doesn't mean that you need to copy exactly what they say. It means that you tweaked this already a little bit and applied it within either your niche or applied it adding your side of the story. And in the comments, for example, somewhere I said, I do not like the fonts that they use. Like, so like I would tweak it, like I would make it my own, but people who are following me, they would not think that I used somebody else, for example, because I would put my own soul into it, you know? So,
Lena, let me just make it clear. So you said make this table, but you making this table just only for you, for yourself to analyze.
for myself
Okay.
to analyze what already goes with my target audience.
Okay.
Because like you don't want to guess. Like this is like, especially you as a mom of three, you don't want to guess what would go with your audience. You want to attract, like you better to sit for 1 week, analyze all this stuff, and then you know exactly what people are looking for. And when you already create content even on the go, like maybe you're going to a coffee shop, but because you already analyzed for 1 week these 50 accounts or 50 videos, you already know how to make your own video in a way that it will speak directly to your target audience. Like when you spoke to me, you knew already like what are my pains to talk to me. So like I saw already your content, and like it was like kind of like resonating with me. But then like when you spoke to me, like you already knew what I'm looking for, you know. So like
But I didn't
basically
use any analytics though.
when you study these 50 videos that resonated with you, you will know what people are looking for. Like you will know what videos to make, so you don't just, like they call it, like throw spaghetti at the wall. Like you already will know what to make videos about. Like it seems like it will take you longer, but in reality, it will help you to create content faster if you do it this way. Yes, it will take you probably a week to study all this stuff, but like then you will, like you go to a car and you will get like idea, oh, I should say this and this and this, because like I remember that like it was looking effective like when somebody else posted it in this format. Or you like will take a video inside your car and it will be like curious for your audience to see like, oh, it's something different. Like you saying like, oh, I see that you're constantly doing your videos at your desk. Like I'm like mad at myself that I'm doing that, but I'm like, I still didn't study my travel niche myself yet. Like I want to do it somewhere differently. I just need to like get myself used to see like where should I do the videos. Like sometimes you may notice that people talk and like they use something weird as a prompt, like they use like for some reason a toy as a microphone. And why they're doing it is because it's a hook, it's a visual hook. They just tricking people into stopping the scroll and looking at them and see like, what the heck, she's using a dildo as a microphone. Like it is interesting for them, like what, like so like
Mhm.
you want this, you know. So
I
like,
remember, I just want to share over here. Usually my reels, and I'm not a very social media savvy, but I had one reel that like maybe 10 times more got the views of 10 times more. So my regular ones are like 300 views. That one was 1,000. And I was asking Elena, why is it going on? I really could not understand. I was just in in the small museum, exploratorium, you guys from Boca, you know it. And I didn't do anything special. I was just with my child, talking about how wonderful to have flexible time. And so Elena told me, because I started honestly, without knowing it, because I started with a great hook, because you guys know where the air blows and the ball stays on top of the air. I think so. Elena told
yeah,
me that
it's
the
like it
people
was an
get
interesting
staring.
visual effect that made people to like, oh, what? Like this is like something mind-boggling. Like how is it happening? Like they might not be interested like about the museum, but they're interested like, how the heck is this ball staying in the air like that? And then like on the background, you're saying something about related to your business or something related to about the pain of your target audience.
Right.
Okay, so when you analyze your competitors, you also want to keep in mind that people come to Instagram, TikTok to chill. Like educational content is good, but like make it entertaining, make it funny, make it like maybe like start in the weird way. Like this is like you was doing something for business, but you was showing it in a fun, engaging way. You was showing your cute kids, you was showing the museum. Like this is how it should be done in a entertaining way, something nice happening on the background, not just you standing in front of the light with the back with a white background as your wall. Like this isn't eventually going to get boring. Only 10% of your content should be selling. So like, for example, if you are a store, if you have a store business, you don't want to just constantly show them like, come buy this beautiful item, it's on sale now. Everybody will be like boring out of their mind. They will never visit your page again if you just constantly like trying to sell them stuff. 40% should be expert, where you just like sharing like your expertise on something. Like for example, Irina, she is clearly from her regular account, she's clearly visited a lot of places. She's clearly into luxury herself, so she could be like, it will be interesting to hear her expert opinion on, let's say, hotels in Dubai and like Dubai chocolate or like whatever these interesting, cool things that she already saw with her own eyes. Like 40% of her content could be her sharing like, imagine we went to this like cool hotel in Dubai, but they had like dirty bathrooms or like something like that. Like something entertaining, shocking, something that will attract people's attention to listen to the end. Very important when you make reels is to leave the most juicy, the most valuable information to the end, and tell the people since the beginning that the most interesting will be at the end. But then don't trick them into like making it like you say something super interesting is happening and then it's just like nothing really happened. Like it's like follow me in the end instead. 5% informational, 15% personal. So like also like if you doing a travel business account, like you wouldn't want, for example, most of your account is to be like how you spending time with your children. Like you want it to be like rotating around different topics. Like you like, in my opinion, in your account, I like that a lot of times you're showing how you're hanging out with business girlies. At times you're showing how you're hanging out with your husband and kids. At times you're showing how you drive into conventions. So like you're doing a good job, like showing on your account, for example, all these different spheres of your life. So like you're rotating your account pretty good in this area. Target audience. Target audience, you really want to understand who you're talking to. Like you want to know who you're. Oh my God, we're already talking for 1 hour. I'm sorry, guys. Like maybe we should shorten it somehow. Maybe I could just send this PDF format to everybody so they can study it on their own terms.
How many more topics we have? Because this is all valuable. So target
Yeah, I
audience.
have like 18 pages total. We were at the page 10. So like I don't know how long it will go. Maybe how about people, maybe if they have any questions, they can ask questions and then I will just share this PDF to all the participants here. If I don't know, like how should we do it?
Can you guys put in the comments if you want to continue? Maybe Elena, instead of like showing all the details, going a little bit briefly on each topic.
Yeah.
Would you guys share your comments here? Because I want to hear. I would stay another hour because I feel it's very, very valuable. What do you guys think? Nobody's leaving, so everybody's staying.
Okay. So let's go like briefly. I'll try to go as fast as I can. Target audience. So target audience, you want to know exactly who you're talking to. I'm not seeing. Okay, I see myself. So so for example, Irina, she is going to be talking to. Okay, somebody's saying something.
Masha is repeating
Yes.
what I said. Basically, instead of like showing us all the details, just going a little bit
Yes.
overlook, but on everything, on all the topic.
Yeah, so like Irina,
Right.
she will be talking about luxury travel. So she needs to know the pain of the people who would be getting luxury travel services out of her. So for example, regular people who travel on the budget, they will have different pains than luxury people who travel with luxury. People who travel with luxury, they want to call Irina, let's say, and say, I want to go there, organize me everything, book all the tickets, and arrange all the fun. And like they like this is going to be tailored to different target audience. So in her reels, when she will be talking, she will be using language, she will be using words that would be attracting that particular target audience. For example, if since she's in banking, she might have this friends of hers who are already living luxury lifestyle. So she already knows maybe like different language, different like maybe even body language, how to appeal to that kind of target audience. If it's people like who traveling like with bunch of kids and like luggage is falling out of their hands, then like that kind of people will be making the reels more about like how to save and stuff like that, how to like or hacks how to entertain the kids in the airplanes for 8 hours without them like screaming from the top of the lungs. So like you want to talk to a target audience, like imagine one person in front of you. Like when I create my reels, like I know that some people who are watching here that they remember like because one of the girls was in the social media class with me, and like for me it was like I was freezing. Like we're supposed to exchange telegrams like videos, and I was like freezing. I didn't know how to act until I finally imagined like, okay, I'm just talking to my best friend. Like you really should, like when you take making videos, imagine that you're talking to this one friend, one best friend, not like 10 best friends, one. And you know like they're very similar to you, and you know their pains, and you know how to solve those pains. So like when you create videos, keep it in the back of your mind. Okay, so algorithm. Uh, you want to train your algorithm to show your content to people who you posting it to. And there is a trick in how to do that. So when you are scrolling, okay, I'll show you my how do I click on this? Okay, I'm trying to. Could you see my screen or could you see me too?
No, it's exactly the same one from before. You will need to share and click on the
Stop
link
share.
image.
Okay, stop share. Okay.
Maria, that's a
Because
good one. I
because
love
there's so many, because
She
there's
said,
people I love and know in this chat, so like it like maybe appear differently. Okay, so when you go to, could you see my screen?
yeah.
Okay, so when you go to your, so first of all, you need to go to the Reel tab,
Mhm.
and when you see something that you like, let's say I like this, I click on the three dots right above the music, and I click interested.
Mhm.
And if I see something that I don't like, I click not interested. So in
Mm.
this, and you do it for half an hour for a week, half an hour a day,
Oh.
like what you're interested and what you're not interested. And when you do that, algorithm understand, okay, she doesn't like to see like, let's say like, for example, I don't like to see any more of commercial real estate. It's boring at this moment for me in my life. So like I change in my algorithm. I will show that I'm not interested. I'm now more interested in social media tips, or I'm more interested in travel tips. So I will keep clicking on something that is travel related, for example, for my travel account, social media related to my social media account. So
But
when you
that
do
also
that,
helps you inadvertently to attract your target audience.
yes, so you need to do on your account you need to mirror their behavior. In this way, algorithm know to whom to show your videos. So like basically like because now I like more travel stuff on my travel account, in the Reels tab, not on the regular feed, because on the regular feed it's only people who I follow. In the Reels tab, it will show me all this bunch of new people who are traveling and they're sharing their different like whatever opinions on travel. And like now, if I go to my feed, it's only travel in my feed because I trained it this way. So like once you train it this way, it will also show your content to people who are into traveling. So then like you could see there is a trick, there is a way to see how you if it's showing to the right audience. Like in my social media account, it was like for a very long time not showing my content to the right audience, and it was really annoying. Like my audience would come up with like messy moms. Like this was my audience. Like it was showing me messy moms in my thing until I trained it, and it took me a freaking month, to be honest.
And I have a question now because I'm already thinking, and I already have a lot of content of people who are already on our team in our business. And
Mhm.
so I'm thinking, goodness, I'm not attracting anyone new because everyone I'm watching, everyone who is watching me or who is actually following me are the people from our business. So maybe on in our case, maybe it's not a perfect idea to do it this way because I actually want to spread the news of the travel business to a wide audience, to anyone, because anyone can do this and anyone can find their own thing, how they can monetize or travel more, being in our
So in
business.
this way,
So,
I would like and click interested on regular travelers. Regular travelers, not necessarily business owners. Regular travelers, because first of all, most of the time they would already have money to travel. They already are interested in travel, and in this way, your videos will pop out in their reel tab in their feed.
okay. And
Okay,
regular people too. It could be moms, it could be business owners,
could be,
anyone
yes,
who,
yes.
okay. So in that case,
Yeah,
the audience
but
is wide.
you don't want to make it too wide because then you will break the algorithm and it will just like it will not know where to put your content. It should be still like related to travel
Oh.
somehow. That's why
We
you
don't
to
do
me.
it at all because by me just following whoever I'm following, it's still showing me certain things. Like I like psychology, I see a lot of this. I like travel, I see a
Yeah,
lot of.
if you like psychology, I wouldn't click interested in my psychology because then algorithm is really confused. If you keep liking psychology stuff, it shows you more psychology stuff, and that means that it will show your content to people who are interested in psychology, but they might not be interested in travel. So for my accounts, I only click interested on things that my audience might be interested.
But if I'm genuinely also interested for my own personal life
Then
or something
then
else, then I should have a different
make
account
yourself a
where
different account that like you just
okay.
keep watching whatever
Okay.
you want there that you don't want to grow.
That's very important to understand. Thank you for
Yeah.
clarification.
So like where you get content ideas inside your niche, inside any niche, travel or not travel, you will have subtopics, and if you have difficulties understanding what are subtopics in your niche, then you could use a ChatGPT prompt to find it in this PDF format. I'll send you the link to how to find these subtopics. So for example, for Irina, it will be passive residual income, sales tips, travel hacks, luxury travel for less tips and stuff like that. Or maybe just luxury travel for more tips, like because she would like, let's say like really going really luxurious. I gain my inspiration from TikTok. TikTok is always by like 2 weeks to a month ahead of the Instagram. All the new inspirations are coming usually from TikTok, and then they land on Instagram, and people start repeating, like like how I forgot the English word for that. Like when people are doing like all these funny dances, let's say, and then everybody else is doing the funny dances. Like all of this is usually starts in TikTok and it lands on Instagram. Like I forgot the word for that.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay, anyway.
Still in.
So this is where you get inspiration. TikTok, you can go on Google and find like, for example, you go on Google and you write sales tips, and like the Google will give you a bunch of recommendation on sales tips. You want to put it in a special table that I will give you access to. And in this way, you never dry out of ideas. I also subscribe myself to, it's called Answer the Public website. And in the Answer the Public, you type one word and it gives you millions of different ideas of what people are genuinely asking Google and Reddit and all these other platforms, like, because they have pains, they want to find answers. So when you create your content answering their pains, your reels will become more popular. And also when you go to large profiles of already successful creator within your niche, you will see people asking them questions in the comments. So you could make your own videos answering the pains of the audience, because this is also your audience. When you go to competitors' accounts, this is there are people there who is also could be your audience, and you want to attract them. So you answer their pains, their questions with your content. Of course, I will provide you with a bunch of ChatGPT prompts where to find ideas for your videos, applicable for any niche again. I mentioned that Reels must have hook, and they must solve a problem, and they must be addressed to your target audience, and they must have call to action. A call to action could be save this post, follow for more, but this is already getting boring. People don't really like to see constantly the same thing. So I provided you with a link to the table that I created on my Instagram page, where I give you like 30 different ideas how to invite them to follow, but not in a boring way, or to like your content. Very important on talkative videos to add captions. I provide you with the link if you don't know how to put captions in your reels. And also each reel, you don't want, for example, when you make a video, you don't want it to be always in the same spot. Like, for example, we were going live with Tatiana, and what I noticed is, like, I'm sitting here in a freaking cold New York, and Tanya is like butterflying in her beautiful building with like palms and everything is sunny and gorgeous. And I'm thinking, like, she's rotating this way. I'm like, oh, it's so beautiful in this corner. Like, you want your videos, when you make talkative videos, you want something interesting to be happening in the background, be it beautiful background here, or maybe something unusual happening. Like a lot of successful bloggers, they catch attention by, for example, they go to the beach, they notice some cute girls like in bikinis, and they will be like making their serious videos, like of whatever they are, like, or even selling content with beautiful girls in bikinis on the background, because they know that it's a visual hook, and people will be like, okay, let's listen what she has to say, just to like check out on the girls. So like, you want to think about like visual hooks. For example, when Tanya was making live video, for me, visual hook was to see like, whoa, this is a beautiful pool right by her house. This is so interesting. Like, this is how my friends live. Like, we grew up in a freaking cold Belarus, and like now we live in this different environment. So like, think about like to change the background every 3 to 5 seconds. And what else? You also want to change the length of the videos. Like, sometimes you want to post a 5 to 7 seconds video, and you will notice that if it's interesting, that it will get more views. Sometimes you want to post a talkative, more informative video, and that will last, let's say, 30 seconds. Sometimes you want to post a really educational video, and it can last for 1 minute. So you always want to rotate these different times too, besides the making videos on different topics, and use polarizing topics for reels and hooks. Like, you might notice that a lot of people, like, I'm not saying let's talk about politics, but like, for example, I noticed that me, like, for example, homeschooling my children is triggering a lot of people. So I'm not going to stop talking about it, because if it triggers, it will make more comments down the road. More comments, be it good comments or bad comments, will show my videos. It polarized you, like it made you, Tanya, actually yourself, like when I was posting videos about my homeschooling, like you started texting me and saying like homeschooling, like, are you out of your mind? It's gonna be so difficult and this and this and this. And I'm like, oh, it worked. It worked. Like that was my goal, to trigger a couple people and see if this shit works. And it worked. Like, so like you want to make it around polarizing topics where people will start commenting, and like algorithms like, okay, for after this reel, people started sending her a bunch of messages, blow up her like DM, and like, and then it will show your videos to more people, you know? So like try all these different things. And like if you're shy talking, for example, in the beginning, what you could do is shoot a bunch of videos of yourself doing regular things or being on vacation, and you can talk on the background, because then it's like so much easier. Like, not, like you don't feel like you're talking to 200 people. You can be like in the comfort of your couch, making just an audio recording and changing beautiful pictures of you on vacation, which is like you would normally take anyways. Okay, for hooks, I'll give you the ChatGPT prompt. I'll give you, I'm providing you here with the hashtags, because for hashtags, it's called 3x3 method. So when you do hashtags, you want 1/3 of your hashtags to be related to who you are, what you do, your business. 1/3 about like where you are showing, like this video will be, for example, in Caribbean islands somewhere. So you would maybe put in hashtags the locations. And 1/3 is something related to your target audience. Okay, so we're almost done here, guys. Thank you for staying for so long. So here I'm just letting you know like what essential programs I'm using. I'm editing all my videos in CapCut, and I'm planning to show on my regular account more tutorials, and on YouTube channel to show longer tutorials on how to use CapCut. Like it's like once you understand, like it's going to be easy. Covers I do in Canva, and I use a paid version of Canva. I think it's like $100 a year, worth every penny in my opinion, because in Canva, what they do in the subscription is like you can get any of the video effects. For example, you can find a business person walking with a suitcase, or you can find a cute girl on the beach. Like you don't want at times to use just you and your family, or like for travel business. I've never been in India, let's say, but I want to create a reel on best places to go in India. So what I would do, I would go on Canva, and in search, I would find must-see places in India, for example. And I take these videos and I implement them. I'll add them to CapCut, and I'll use this bunch, these little pieces in my videos to make my reels more interesting. Also,
Elena, this will
yeah.
be available if you have a paid account, right?
I don't know if like a lot of it was available, not necessarily just on paid account, but yeah, I think that access to this kind of library will be available on paid account. But it's like $100 a year or something like that. It's not like, it's seriously, like if you divide it in 12 months, it's not a big deal.
Yeah,
But
I just want to know like if it's worth it to pay, and if you're saying
it
yes, you get
was,
so
yeah,
much
yeah, for me it's definitely worth it to pay. Like, remember, like I was posting videos of like money like dropping from the sky. Like, how would I do it? Like, would I go to bank and get money and like drop it from the sky to make video? No, I go to Canva, I say money falling, and like it's like showing you a bunch of videos of money falling. Like, this is like just a simple example. So you can find a lot of like this like little uh attention grabbing videos to enhance your own. You could take okay, so talking about okay, synaptic. Sometimes like you want to make your cover photo to clean it up from like mess, and for that I use a magic eraser or retouch, it's called app. So you could find it in the apps, but again, I'm paying for my apps, and because I'm using them, it makes my life easier. Here I'm showing this Telegram bot where to find it. Okay, and for scenarios for your reels, you could I will provide you with a link what to use as a prompt for scenario, how to make scenarios, how to find trending audio. Also, I'll provide you with a link. Stories are very important. Like you may start with doing only 2 reels a week, let's say, and gradually bring it to 3 reels a week. But in stories, try to go to stories every day and post at least 3 stories. And if you only post in 3 stories, then let's say 2 will be personal, but 1 will be business related. For example, my plan is to make 1 story about how my day is going. Let's say I'm exercising, and a second story will be about, for example, some kind of discount on a travel. And third story will be me spending time with my children. In this way, like you are implementing your sales content into your regular life stories, and it makes it easier to digest. It is more organic. So be it, for example, my social media business, I would post the same, like I would post a story how I start my day with like a cup of coffee or Pilates class. And then my next story, I will be sharing tips on how to like something related to social media business. And then a third story, I'll say how I'm jumping in the playground with my children. In this way, they like understand, like I'm dropping drops in their head. Like, okay, if I have a social media question, I could always ask Elena. Like I'm showing my expertise in my niche on my account, but I'm not over boring people with my expertise in stories. Stories are for like showing your life and dropping drops about your business. So like you want to keep it like, maybe in my opinion, it's like half and half, mix them up. And stories also like 1 to 2 sentences per story. You don't want to write a whole long thing of what's happening in your story. You want to keep it nice and short, and like try to do it in a storytell format. Like, for example, today I went to do my hair. I showed my picture how I'm going to the hair salon all dark. Then I'm showing like maybe a picture of how she's starting. Like, it's a story tell. We started with me going, then the process, then the end. Boom, done. I'm done for the day. 3 stories shared, and then in the middle I pasted like reminders about today's call. This is just a basic example, you know. And additional info here, I will be sharing with you links to the accounts that help me a lot to enhance my videos. It's accounts of people who are sharing tips on how to make better videos, especially when you go solo. This guy, Mario Pravira, I really love how he's showing how to do hotel videos, restaurant videos, more interesting, not just like a lot of people take videos like this, or like this. But like he's showing like all those different kind of tricks. Like I took his course and everything, but you could even learn a lot from just watching his videos, because he's showing that this is the steps he's taken, this is how the final video looks like, and like a bunch of other exactly like for the video creation, a bunch of other accounts I will share with you that are really valuable for me. And also, it's very important to have clear sound on your videos. Like you want to have a microphone that is always charged. You want to have a small light. I will show you how mine look like. It's a small light. You could take it with you everywhere. And it's like super bright, lasts super long time. Like, so like, this is something that like, if I would go, let's say, by myself without my husband, because he is gonna kill me, like by myself in a coffee shop, and I know that it's dark, like I would take this light with me and maybe make a little reel there. So like you want to have these kind of little things that are like, as a content creator, you want to be prepared and like not to miss opportunity of creating great content, you know. And we are very close to the end.
Elena, could you send the link in our chat, travel chat? Because I bought a light and look, it already died on me. I
Yeah,
didn't
this
give to you.
in this PDF format, I'll send you all the links. Yeah, this light looks a little bit different from mine. Mine
But
lasts
does
me
it
longer.
blind you? Because even mine that's small, it's kind of like uncomfortable.
You can arrange, like it could be more yellowish, it could be softer, it could be brighter. Like I arrange mine the brightest, like it doesn't bother my eyes, but like you could like have 5 settings in this light.
Okay.
Okay, and that's it, guys. Thank you for staying for so long. I really appreciate it.
It was
Ah,
amazing. Thank you so
thank you.
much, Elena. Oh my goodness, so much.
Maybe in our chat, whoever wants a link can send me a message with the email addresses, so I will be able to share the link, and whoever I invited, I will share the link with them because I remember who I invited.
We have a couple of questions, and guys, please, if you have
Oh.
some more questions, go for it. Masha is asking, do you have a course that you teach?
I don't have a course, but my goal is to start a YouTube channel where I will be like, because I know that you, Tanya, asking me a bunch of questions, and like I'm thinking now to like I'm going to write them down because you're asking basic questions that I myself had in the beginning, but I already forgot them. So I'm thinking to create like videos that I will post on YouTube, and everybody could just go and at their own pace to understand like how, for example, to make a video in CapCut, how to edit it, how I'm taking videos from somebody else's reel and I'm adding it to my reel. Like I'm going to teach it basically on my YouTube channel. I'm not thinking of the course yet. It's like it's a lot. I had a course on how to create a course, and it's like it's a freaking science.
Wow, but that shows that you over-delivered. That was very valuable.
Yeah,
Okay, see, Masha also says it's amazing. Thank you, guys. Are there
thank
any
you.
more questions? You can actually unmute yourself and ask. If not, then we'll continue. And we'll continue by just couple of more words, sentences talking about travel business because we promised. So did you guys know how many of you, actually I want to ask you, how many of you knew that in absolutely every travel service you take, even those that we wouldn't think that they're actually travel related, such as an excursion, rental car, taking a train, going to any concert or event, how many of you guys knew, those of you who are not in travel business yet, that commissions are always included there? So if you go to Expedia, you probably know that the commissions are included there. But some of you might think, okay, I'm not going to go to Expedia. I don't want to give my commission to Expedia, but I will go to, like, let's say Hilton directly. No, the commission is already included in any sale price, whatever is travel related. And the only person who can earn that commission has to be a registered travel agent. And it doesn't matter if you use it for a client or for yourself, you have to be a registered travel agent to earn the commission. So that is what most of us do here. And additionally, I want to mention also that some people, at least I was guilty of that before this business. I thought, why would I go to a travel agent? Why would I pay extra money to a travel agent if I can just go to Expedia? And I was so wrong because we do not pay anything extra to a travel agent because, again, travel agent earns money on commission, but it's a win situation for us and the agent because as clients, we also have lower prices because we have access to suppliers who provide special discounted rates exclusively for the travel agents. And what that means that we have better prices and exclusive offers while also earning the commissions. So if some of you are interested to become a travel agent, our company provides all the trainings. Plus, you see that we go outside of the box too. We do our own trainings, just like an example now. And thank you, Elena, for doing this case study for us. That's also another training. So if desired, there is also an opportunity to build a passive income or residual income in our company. So this is a great opportunity. And if anyone is interested, please talk to us, talk to the person who invited you. We'll be happy to share more information with you. I will be happy to invite you to another presentation where we'll be only talking about travel business and showing you how it works. And if there are no more questions, then I guess it's all for now. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much, Elena. And thank you,
Thank
everyone
you.
who participated.
Thank you, guys.